Coming to you live on our spring break. This is Optimal Play. I'm Brandon.
I'm Christian.
And we're playing Streetmasters, a game that I have long liked and never gotten to the table on camera.
I love it. I've never played it before, but you know what I like? Streets. And masters thereof.
I mean, when I think mastery, I think Christian. So
that's definitely something I hear a lot. Nobody says, you seem to bumble. They always say, what a master of his every move and action.
Those are the two. Those are the two ends of the spectrum: mastery and bumblery.
Bumblery.
Yeah. So you have not played this game before.
I've never played it.
I taught it to you off camera.
Yeah.
I'm only going to give a quick overview right now, not teach the game.
I think that makes sense.
Which I will proceed to do.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is Streetmasters. It is a modular deck of games, so similar to Sentinels of the Multiverse or some other games where we have kind of put together a scenario by bringing a fighter each and adding an enemy and a stage to kind of create this unique game. Our goal is to defeat Kenshin of the clan Hattori, who is terrorizing this lovely market.
Yeah, it's just it's a fair. It's a spring fair.
Yeah, there's cherry blossoms. Yeah.
There's vendors selling all sorts of sundries.
Exactly, and the stage is called Spring Break. So we'll be fighting. Our objective is to deal 50 damage to Kenshin, 25 per player. Some of his minions will be showing up, and he is going to be running around as the stage takes its turn, just like busting up these booths. Just like knocking them over.
He's ruining the fair!
Just causing general mischief.
He's not even killing anyone. It's literally just ruining the fair.
Yeah. But we're here to stop him.
We will.
With violence.
With violence.
You have swords.
Yes.
I have fists.
Yep, I've got all sorts of weaponry. And I might give you some.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, you're playing Hanzo. And I am playing Jack, who is a low complexity character that I don't think I've seen played before. So I went for it. Okay, then let's get to it as soon as I suggest that you like the video, if you like videos.
Yeah.
And subscribe to the channel too. It's the one and only way to help us since we have no Patreon or anything, and we appreciate it. With that, I guess I haven't looked at my opening hand.
Neither
I was going to say, since you haven't played the game before, I was going to suggest I go first. We do choose our turn order for the player turns.
I have not looked at mine either, but, you know, I bet we can figure it out.
Yeah, probably. Okay, so, yeah, I'll go first?
Yeah.
I'll go first. All right, so we start in the threat phase. That is where everything in my threat area would refresh, and then I'm going to draw a card from the enemy deck. We shuffled that, right?
Yes.
We shuffled it. Okay. It is Tora. This is very like Double Dragon, by the way.
Yes.
That there are five of there are as many as 5 of these, but they're all named like Steve. Yeah.
Oh no, there's 5 Toras.
So Tora starts with 2 of each type of defense token.
And appears nearest to you with the green base.
Tora will attack for 3 dice if they attack. It looks like they just want to move towards the nearest fighter, attack, and gain defense tokens if they fail to do so. So, oh, and actually, if they gain defense, let's see. It gains defense tokens until it has 2 of each. And then for each token gained that way, it deals the nearest fighter 1 general damage. General damage, I don't think I taught you. That is prevented by any type of defense token.
That makes sense.
And then direct damage, I think, is the opposite. It cannot be defended at all.
Got it.
Okay. So I've drawn that. It's going to activate it towards the end of my turn, so I don't really want to be within 3 spaces of it. And I think for now I want to leave it alone because it only gains defense tokens, deals damage up until it has 2 of each, which it started with. So poking it a little bit is not valuable. Instead, I am going to move. I'm just going to head over to get towards some loot.
I love it.
1, 2, 3. Move action is 3, or the move step is 3 spaces. These steps, by the way, and it says here, but in case you didn't read this, they don't have to be done in this order.
Yes.
You can play your action, then move, then play a card. Like, I will play a card. I think it's going to be Scrapper. So Jack seems to be about taking self-damage to get benefits. Scrapper lets me, at the end of my turn, suffer a direct damage to gain 2 random defense tokens. And I can also exhaust it to choose a fighter to gain a random defense token. Exhaust you can do every turn you'll ready it. You can also do the exhaust effects out of turn.
Sure.
And then Feint, you discard from play. I can have each fighter get 3 random defense tokens. So I take some direct damage from this, but overall it increases our defensiveness quite a bit. So that's my card play. You know, my action, since I don't have anything to attack, I just have a melee attack. I think I will just sprint, moving again, and get this loot.
Nice.
So it is Brass Knuckles. I can discard this during a punch attack to add +2. I do have a punch card at hand, so that'll come in handy. All right, react phase. So from left to right, I activate my cards. Fairgoers. So this seems to be the crowds here that are kind of complicating our battle.
Don't they know there's a fight going on? Get out of here!
I know, right? Yeah, I mean, this whole game takes place in about 4 seconds, I think.
That's
fair. So there's not enough time. Their defense tokens get used by any enemy. They block, but when they activate, they gain 1 random defense token for each enemy in play, which is 2. I believe that will count the boss. So 2 random defense tokens is going to be Punch Punch.
Right.
And then Tora activates, moves 3 towards the nearest fighter. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's me. So it's just going to go like 1, 2, 3.
Yep.
Can't attack, doesn't gain defense tokens. That is my turn. Got it?
Okay, I got it.
All right.
My threat phase, I draw a new enemy card, Ume. She has 1 punch defense token. Can you give me one punch?
You got it?
She gets a +1 attack value for each defense token it has.
Each punch defense token.
Each punch defense
Should she get any others?
And she is here. Oof, man. It's interesting. Because I kind of want to work her down right away if I can. Because she's going to be attacking harder. And when she activates, she gains punch defense.
Right.
So I kind of want to get in there. Unfortunately, I don't think I can get to her, which is a little bit annoying to me. And she'll advance 3 spaces towards the nearest person if she doesn't. So, okay, so my turn. I'm going to move. I like your idea of moving and gearing up. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. Actually, I want to go 1, 2, 3 to stay out of 3 range of her, so she can't get me right away.
I'm sorry. At the end of my turn, I should have taken a direct damage to get 2 random defense tokens. So.
Nice.
And I like this, like having some of these face down because I also just sometimes skip the die roll and just grab 2.
I love it. Yeah.
There we go.
Okay. Would it be useful to you to perform an action?
I should have drawn a card at the end of my turn too. Wow, I am narrating too hard for the video and not paying attention to what I'm doing. No. No, I can't think of. I can't think of a very good use for it.
So I'm going to do the same thing you did and just sprint to get loot.
All right.
So give me. Let's see what we got.
Yeah.
Oh, sure. I got a Molotov cocktail.
Ooh.
So I may use discard. So that doesn't have action on it.
It is not an action to do these things.
Oh,
loot is in addition to everything else you can do.
And can those happen out of turn, or?
I think they can happen out of turn. I can pause and check the rules if we need to. I'm not sure if you can do it in the middle of like the villain turn.
No, that's fine. You'll see what I mean in just a moment.
The rules are literally right here. You can continue your turn while.
Yeah. So I took my move step. I took my action step. I'm going to take a card step, which is. I'm going to do I'm going to play Master of All Weapons, which just gives me extra damage for each weapon I control. So the more weapons I have, the better.
You can just use loot cards anytime during your act phase. So
during my act phase.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is the main part of it.
No, but it does matter for some bullshit I'm going to do. Okay, so I did my move, I did my card, I did my action. That's it. React. From left to right, fairgoers get 2 defense tokens on them. They get a kick and a punch.
Okay. Here they are.
Ume gets a punch defense token.
Yikes.
And then runs towards me. 1, 2, 3.
Okay. Well, next turn we can move and
I can start
fuck up these minions if we want to. Although I'm still not sure that the play is attacking Tora until I'm feeling really strong.
I agree. Cool. That's it for me. I draw a card. We flip. We have now hit enemy phase.
Yes. So activate each enemy.
So his activation is attack each fighter dealing punch damage, then gains a punch defense token for each fighter that did not suffer damage from this attack.
So 2 punch defense.
Oof, I don't like that.
Yeah.
He's punchy.
He is.
Cool. And then that's it for him.
That's the whole enemy turn, so the stage turn. So we activate the cards that are currently in play, and then we will draw 1 new stage turn. So the stage rules card says, activate. The boss moves 3 spaces towards the nearest objective token. We haven't talked about that yet, but basically the objectives are these booths, and we want to have avoid having 3 of them destroyed. Looks like the closest could be yellow or green. Do you have a...
I would like him to go to green if we have a choice.
I think we do here, so let's go 1, 2, 3.
Great.
The Omamori lanterns say activate, flip an active objective in the boss's space to its inactive side. If unable, each fighter gains 1 power. So we each gain a power here.
Love it.
That will help us flip over to our ultimate abilities eventually. And then the new card is Sudden Panic. It's an event. For each unengaged enemy, each fairgoers gains 1 random defense token.
Oh my god.
Then
That's
if
3.
Wow, yeah. Then if fairgoers has at least 1 of each type of defense token, the boss moves 3 spaces towards the nearest active objective.
Oh!
This is going to be a tight timer.
Tight timer. We can do it. We can do it.
And
Okay.
if each fairgoers has at least 1 of each.
So I'm rolling for my fairgoers.
Okay.
She gets 3. Punch, grapple, grapple.
Okay, so yours does have 1 of each. We will see whether mine does after this roll. I rolled grapple, punch, kick. That is 1 of each right there. Yep,
So he activates twice.
he's going to move here, basically.
Yes.
Onto the nearest objective.
Oh, I see. So he just moves.
Moves 3 spaces towards the nearest active objective token.
I see.
Yep. Okay. Well, yeah, we cannot spend a lot of time on like minion control. I feel like we really have to burn him down on this stage because he's about to be 1/3 of the way done.
Well, 1/5, right?
No, the if 3 are inactive,
that is a
lose.
tight timer.
Yeah.
Jesus. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
I will get cracking.
Do remember that if you're in one of these booth spaces, once during your turn, you can roll an enemy die for each power you have, and for each result, discard a defense token from a copy of Fairgoers. So we want to stand in those booths. So it would be nice if you can stand in there and fight this minion, and then be kind of there as the boss comes to you and be ready to mount a fight.
Thinking.
That's something like that. Okay.
Yeah. So we're back to fighter turns.
We are back to fighter turns.
I have kind of a plan. I don't know if you do.
No, why don't you go first this time?
So I'm going to do Molotov Cocktail just to burn down, 3 general damage to Ume. So 2 of those get soaked, but then she takes 1.
Nice. So she has 4 health left.
Yep. Mostly I wanted to get rid of those punch tokens because they make her stronger.
Yeah. And that's Spence will discard that loot.
And then, God, I have not actually drawn into any weapons, which is annoying. I do have things I can do. So, feint is a action, right?
No, it's not.
Oh, it's not.
It is not an action. You have to discard it from play for that effect. But
I'm doing it.
Wow.
Feint.
What is feinting? Master of all
Master of Arms or Master of all weapons to draw 3 cards.
Oh, wow.
Because I would love to find a weapon.
Probably. You don't have any weapons?
I did not draw.
There's a lot of weapons in that deck.
There we go. Now I'm getting some weapons. Okay, great.
That is good.
Great. So I have that. So I've not actually taken a real action yet. So I'm going to play the Makabishi, which lets me attack. Oh, and it does area attack too. Each red dice can only do 1 damage, right?
They can explode crits.
Oh,
but
they
that's
can
it.
explode.
Yeah. They don't have a 2 damage face. No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So that was my card step. I played a card from hand. I may. Oh, that's cool. Okay, I'm gonna use for my action. I'm going to use the attack on it. Right? Was that an action?
Or so you used. Sorry, let's.
So my card action was play a card from your hand, Makabishi. Right?
Yes. Okay, so this doesn't stay in play.
So it's a one-time attack on her. That's fine.
The way to leave weapons in play is to use your character's action, which says to choose 1 fighter to gain control of a weapon card. Yeah.
I see. And in this one, this is a straight-up improvement for me to just play it. It's a guaranteed hit if I use the arm exhaust when she approaches me. Like, the thing is, arm exhaust, when an enemy enters a space within 2 spaces of you, deal 1 damage to that enemy.
So the way to get it into play then is with the action.
Yes.
2 arms, right?
Right. Or I can just play it as is, play it as a card from hand.
But you're playing it as an event then, basically. Because it's an attack which goes to the discard
that's
pile,
fine.
I think.
That's what I want. Okay. So I'm playing it as an event. I'm attacking. I roll 2 dice. I'm targeting Ume.
Okay.
3 damage.
Oh, choose a space within 4 of you. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Exactly. And I'll decide how to move depending on how this goes.
Sure.
Is my thinking.
Oh, you got a hit and a crit.
So
re-roll that crit die.
Does that count as a hit?
Yes.
So 2 hits so far.
Yep. Wow.
3 hits so far.
1 more just takes her out. You got it. Damn.
Splat.
Well done.
Love it. She's out.
You get loot whenever you defeat a minion.
I do, and I earned it. I got a turkey platter.
Oh, look at that.
So I can give it to you or heal. Great. So that was my my card step. I have not moved or done the action step. Oh, and she's gone. She's out.
Yeah.
Get out of here. So that's sick. And now what I can do is I'm going to use the card action to arm myself with.
Hey.
What?
You know how we slow down the boss?
How?
We can stand on the objectives.
Oh.
Right?
Yes. That makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
So he'll just wail on us if we're standing on it. You're totally right.
I think we can stand on the objective tokens. I've played this game a good amount, so you would think I would not have these rules questions, but I'm going to double check that too while you continue your turn.
So I'm going to play the Makabishi. I'm going to arm myself with I'm going to use the 2 arms ability of the character to draw a card, choose a fighter within 2 spaces, which includes me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So I draw a card, choose a fighter within 2 spaces to gain control of a weapon in my hand, which I'm doing. I now have the Makabishi in my hand. Oh, wow. And I can play it. Oh, sick. Okay, I'm reading this out loud to make sure you're on the same page.
Sure.
Choose a character, a fighter within 2 spaces of you to gain control of a weapon card in my hand. That's me. I'm doing me. They may resolve the effect of a weapon card they control as if they had just played it.
Yep.
So I can use, basically this is how I use both the one-time action and the exhaust.
Yes.
Right? Okay.
Yeah, because now it's in play and you can use its exhaust.
And I thought that's what it was, because I drew 2 of those, so I couldn't have armed myself twice with it. So I used one as an event, and one now I'm equipped with it.
Yeah, and I think was it in your reference that you cannot have 2 of the same weapon?
It's
I think
specifically,
okay.
yes.
Yeah.
So I get to attack the boss with 2 red dice. Because he's within 4.
Yeah, okay.
1 damage.
1 damage to the boss? Of what type of attack is this? You're actually, this is not going to steer you well because you need to see those icons.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Okay. So 1 kick.
Okay, so yeah, just remove a kick defense, and then your defense result gave you a kick.
Love it.
Wait, that's the fairgoer on you. Okay.
Yes.
Oh, shoot. Actually, the fairgoer should have blocked that. So.
Oh, yeah, you're totally right.
Yep.
Thank you. Okay. Okay, we're going good. Everything's fine. Then I can use... So now I'm armed with the Makabishi, which also lets me do general damage. So now that I've played that card, it's just a general damage area effect, which is kind of cool.
Nice.
And now I still have my move. So what I'm going to do with my move is... Did you figure out if I can enter the...
you can't enter blocked spaces. Some effects will cause spaces to be blocked, but nothing about objectives said
that would make
cause spaces to be
perfect
blocked.
sense
Objective
to me because
tokens.
He also has a bunch of move the enemy abilities. So it makes perfect sense to me that I can tank him.
I think it could vary by scenario, but at least in this case, I think you can.
And it also makes
on
intuitive sense.
Yeah.
So I'm going to move there. That's
and that makes us feel more reasonable because we were like, wow, we're already 1/3 of the way through, essentially. Yeah. Although what he's going to do this turn, because he moved on to it after the effect that has him inactivated, which is going to sit there.
Yeah, that's true, actually.
Yeah.
So, well, I'm sticking with my... Actually, yes, I'm sticking with my plan.
Okay.
That's what I'm doing. Okay. That's my turn. Take yours.
Okay. My threat phase is going to be... I drew Reika, so she is going to spawn. She has a bow and arrow. Who brings these to a market? She has 8 health, attacks for 4, and on activate says this enemy discards 1 defense token to attack the fighter furthest from it. If unable to, this enemy gains 3 random defense tokens. She has to knock her arrows. So she actually won't attack this turn. She'll gain those defense tokens, then she'll start spending them essentially as ammo.
Oh, I should have drawn a threat as well.
Oh, did you not?
I did not.
Oh, okay.
That's fine. An Ume on me.
Ume, okay, which activates at the end of your turn.
Yes. So at the end of my turn, she activates, which is gain 8. So she gets give us 2 punch tokens, and then she advances 3 towards me. 1, 2, 3, but can't get to me, which is great.
Okay.
Everything's fine.
Okay, you can save your YouTube comments. We caught the error.
We caught it.
This time.
Rolled it back.
Yeah. All those other errors we've made, we have not caught.
I don't have a hand size, do I?
Nope.
Limit? Great.
Nope, no limit. Okay, so Tori and... So especially with the boss it's in that corner, I guess I want to make my way over to Reika.
I'm drawing a card at the end of my turn as well.
Good call. And I won't retcon this, but I forgot I should be exhausting Scrapper every turn to give someone a random defense token. I wish that I could actually be engaged with both of these. Okay, I just actually want these minions to start beating up on me, so I'm going to move 1, 2, 3. I don't think I want to double move. I think I want to use my action for something else. So that's my move step. For my card, I'm just going to play Against the Odds. It's another tactic, so it remains in play. It says, well, I have at least 8 damage, my attacks gain a die. Ooh. So I actually want to get half dead.
Oh, that's fun.
I can also exhaust it to just suffer 2 direct damage.
Yuck.
Which is interesting. It might be... Like, I think I need... If I can keep getting all these defense tokens, I'm going to need the direct damage to get there. So I think I'd do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, why don't you give me 2 direct damage? 2 of the... You have the damage tokens over there. And then, as my action... Do I want to attack Tori? I guess. Oh yeah, because it doesn't gain. It only gains more defense tokens back if it's unable to attack. So okay, so yeah. Now that I'm engaged with Tora, I'll start wearing it down. So I am going to just use my my printed attack on my character. It attacks for 2 dice, but I can suffer a direct damage to add a die. So I'll do that.
Yep.
4 damage on me. And that's 2 defense, 2 hits so far, and I'll reroll this crit. That's a third hit and a 3rd defense. That's pretty good. This was a grapple, so that's all grapple defense, which I didn't have.
Yeah.
And 3 damage, 3 grapple damage means we'll
right
pop.
From the fairgoers first.
Thank you, fairgoers, and okay, so.
Hey, you gotta whittle it down.
Yeah, we sure do. Okay, I'm gonna also. I'll just go ahead and exhaust Scrapper to... you're not really taking much punishment. I'm just going to go ahead and give myself a random defense token. It is a grapple defense. And then... end of my turn is not until after the react phase. So we'll move on to that. So Fairgoers activates. Gets 1 random defense token for each enemy in play, which is 4. Jeez.
Oh yeah, I need to do that as well for 3.
Oh, okay.
God.
Punch, kick, grapple.
God, these fairgoers fucking suck.
Yeah, they do.
Okay.
They're real punchy.
I got
on my
1 of
side.
each. Punch, kick, grapple.
Okay. Here you go. Tora advances 3 spaces towards the nearest fighter and attacks, so it's going to attack me. It's rolling 3 dice. They are 1 of each. Luckily, I have that defense, so I have 4 power now.
Nice. Okay.
And, okay, that was just if unable to attack. And then Reika is going to gain 3 random defense tokens, which kind of, for her, represent her knocking an arrow. Kick, grapple. Finally, I need to draw a card, and then at the end of my turn, I may suffer 1 direct damage to gain 2 random defense tokens, and I will. If you want to change me up to a 5.
You got it. Mr. Beat 'em up.
And I'm going to get a couple punch. Okay, your turn.
No, we already went. So yeah. However, I will say I made one final mistake, which is in addition to when this new minion Ume approached me, I can trigger my Makabishi to do 2 general damage to her.
Oh,
so when I do general damage, though, it's blocked by anything. That means I can choose which fairgoer damage to soak it with.
I think so. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So kick first, because that's what the Makabishi does.
Seems good.
And then I guess grapple, whatever. Great. That's it. Makabishi has been triggered.
Okay.
Now it's flip. Enemy turn.
Enemy turn. So Kenshin is not going to do anything, but when he can't attack, he gets 1 punch defense token for each fighter that did not suffer damage.
So he gets 2 punch defense.
Yep. I mean, when he just keeps stacking punch, then the answer to that might be attacking another. With the other types,
that
right?
totally makes sense. Yes. And then stage turn.
Stage. So we're going to activate. Stage rules. The boss moves 3 spaces towards the nearest active objective. Already on it.
Yes.
The Omamori lanterns flip an active objective. So he destroys that stall.
Love it.
And I guess it flips over and remains there. Is
Sure.
technically what happens on this scenario. We haven't seen any way to flip it back, so it shouldn't matter. And then crowd control event. Each fighter may discard one tactic they control to gain each defense token from a copy of Fairgoers in their threat area. Each fighter that does not do this must move the boss one space towards the active objective nearest the boss.
Tactic they control.
Do
Control
you
means
have
on the table, right?
Yeah, so you don't have one. Okay, I do have these. Which one am I willing? Oh, I have another copy of Scrapper in my hand, so I will lose my Scrapper.
Yes, so he just moves one towards the nearest objective, which is actually kind of a big deal, but
yeah,
the way the math works.
Just means that he can get to you on his next move, basically, to be engaged with you. But I gain each defense token from a copy of Fairgoer, so I'm going to gain these 5 punches, 2 kicks, and a grapple. That feels good.
Wow. Nice work.
Yeah. Well worth the tactic card, especially when I have a second one in my hand, I think. Okay.
That's it. Back to the top.
Yeah.
Threat phase.
For who? Who's going to go?
I think you go. I think we should try to keep it clockwise because I don't think it even matters that much given our
That's true.
positioning.
Sequencing definitely can matter, but
not right now.
Yeah. Okay. So I want to eventually...
So don't forget to draw and resolve an enemy card.
Thank you. Let's do that first. It's another Reika. The red Reika.
And you're against the odds refreshers.
Red Reika. I must have put the wrong bases on these Reikas. Yes. Okay, so Reika spawns now at the spawn point nearest me, which is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
It's definitely that one.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. So she's over here. She's going to take some time to knock her arrow and then start attacking the fighters furthest from her.
God,
okay.
That sucks.
Yeah.
I mean, I love it. It's
Well, so I have at least one card in hand that is kind of like an AoE, so I'm trying to get these to close in on me, so I'm going to move next to this Reika, and I think I want to attack her this turn, and if I can get rid of all of her... Well, I'm not kicking. Never mind. I won't be able to stop her from attacking by getting rid of her defense, unless I kill her. That is a possibility.
just kill her.
I will see about that. Oh, let's see. When I have 8 damage on me, I start getting +1. Let's just get there. That seems to be what I want to do. You can always hand me turkey if I get in hot water here.
Yes, although you got to be close to me.
And my against the odds, its feint effect also, it heals me for 2 and deals 2 direct damage to every enemy engaged with me. But, okay, so I am going to exhaust against the odds just to take 2 direct damage.
Sure. If you say so.
Yeah. Yep. And then I... Oh, wait. Suffer up to 3... Never mind. Back it up. Don't need to do that. Because I'm going to play Gutter Punch as my card. Attack with 2 dice. Before this attack, I may suffer up to 3 direct damage. For each damage suffered, discard 1 defense token of your choice from each enemy engaged with you.
That's
cool. That's just going to take these out. So even if I don't kill her here, which I probably won't because she has 8, she won't attack.
That's clutch.
But I do take 3 direct damage to do that.
Dude.
But that turns on against the odds. So I'm also rolling an extra die here. So I'm rolling 3 dice on this punch attack.
Just crit it. Just crit.
No. Hit.
3 damage.
3 damage. Okay. That was my card play, so I can do my printed attack, which is to attack with 2 dice. I could suffer direct damage to gain a die. Oops, that's the green Reika. I don't think I want to take more direct damage for this reason. So I'm rolling 3 dice here. It's a grapple. 3 hits, 2 defense. I'll take that. 2 grapple, 3 more damage if you could put or I've got a 5.
Nice.
Okay, so 6 out of 8 on her. So I'll be able to finish her off next turn. That was my move, card, and action. So my react. The Fairgoer gains a random defense token for each enemy in play, which is 5. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 5 now. Jeez. Oop, as I dropped 1 across the table. We've got kick, grapple, punch. It gained 5 defense tokens. Holy shit. And then the Tora is going to advance and attack me. So punch, grapple. I have plenty of defense of those types.
Dang, dude.
Yeah. Its kick is my 1 weakness. I only have 2 defense. The others I have big stacks.
Wait, so do you have 7?
I have 6 power currently.
This isn't.
Oh. That slid over there. Yeah,
Yeah.
no. Okay, 7. So you must immediately spend it to flip.
Welcome.
So I will... What does my powered up side even do? It attacks for 3 dice, and after the attack I can suffer 2 direct damage to move up to 3 spaces and attack with 4 dice.
Sick.
That's cool. I will need some self-healing at some point if I keep taking all these direct damage opportunities.
You
think I'm fine?
Yeah.
Okay. Hang on. Reika acts... She just is going to gain 3 random defense because she doesn't have ammo. Actually, both of these Reikas are going to do that. So, grapple, punch.
Jesus.
And... 1 of each. Finally, I draw a card and go ahead.
Okay. I am going to take mine, so I draw a enemy. Ume, and we got another Ume out. She gets 1 punch, please.
Mm-hmm.
And she definitely goes here. Green Ume. Then I am going to do Master of All Weapons, which my attacks now deal +1 general damage for each weapon I control, which is cool. Then, man, I'm really tempted. So that was my card step. I have not moved, and I have not taken an action. What I'm tempted to do is just do this to draw and see if I draw into a weapon, because I've got so many non-weapon cards in here.
Oh, so you're going to use 2 arms and just hope you hit a weapon?
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't have any good actions. Because I don't have any actions. I have no actions on cards in my play area.
Yeah, that's a rough draw. I guess I agree. It's probably
yeah,
do
it's
that.
annoying.
Yeah.
I mean, I could feint Master of All Weapons, but I want to leave that out at some point.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, I guess... Feint is not an action, right?
Nope.
Okay. I'm actually going to feint it. I'm gonna do it. I think cards in hand are good. Draw is
So
good.
I've heard.
Yeah. Okay. And then you're too far away for me to toss you weapons.
Yeah.
Actions I can take are I'm gonna... Man, this is so silly. Let me ask for your read on something. A fighter may not control more than 1 copy of each different weapon card. Could I give myself a second Makabishi and discard that one to trigger the starting one?
I believe so.
That's how I would usually handle it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So, I'm gonna use this action. Draw a card. I'm using 2 arms as my action. Draw a card.
Not
Where are the
weapon?
fucking weapons?
Yeah, that is wild.
I have another Makabishi, so I'll just pop that. But it's still stupid. Because when I use 2 arms, I may resolve the effect of a weapon card they control as if they had just played it. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to attack red Ume for 2 red dice.
Let's roll an infinitely exploding crit again.
I've done it before.
Yeah.
1. 1 damage of type foot, which does get through at least. So she takes
so damage on her, and you roll a defense, so you'll gain a kick.
Yep.
Defense. You've taken no damage? Wow. I'm almost dead.
Yeah. You've
but it was all self-inflicted. Yeah.
And that is everything. I'm not going to move because I want to be standing here, right?
Well,
maybe not. Because he's going to charge in and try to attack me. But
no, he's going to try to attack before moving. Because the move comes later.
Yeah, so I should just stay here to lure more people to me, I think.
Probably.
Okay. That's what I'm going to do. Okay. Then I'm going to stay put. So that's my turn. React phase. Everything my threat area. So I get 1 random defense for each enemy in play, which is Jesus fucking Christ.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So
I don't like that.
No, those fairgoers are brutal. I don't know if this is gonna be a winning game.
I'm not feeling great.
Yeah.
I'll find out. 3 grapple, 2 punch, and a kick.
3 grapple, 2 punch, and a kick. Boy. Those fairgoers. And then Ume
Moves.
gains a punch defense token that advances towards the nearest fighter, so she engages you and attacks.
However, I am going to pop Makabishi to do 1 general damage to her.
Okay, so that'll take punch back off.
Yep, exactly.
Or wait,
no, it actually goes off the
fairgoers.
Actually, I'm going to take the kick off because that's what I'm mostly dealing right now.
Okay.
And then she attacks me, 2 white dice against me.
But +1 for each punch defense.
Jesus Christ.
So she's rolling 5.
I don't like this.
No.
Okay. Kick. So the only thing I can block is kick. So 2 kicks get blocked. then I take 1, 2, 3 other damage. That's not terrible.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
Then green Ume gains a punch. Can you give me a punch damage? A punch defense? And then she moves 1, 2, 3.
So she doesn't quite get to you. Okay.
Yes.
Whoa.
And then I draw a card. Then, enemy turn.
Yes. So
Boss activates.
Boss tries to attack, but when it
Nothing.
fails to do so, it gains a punch defense per player. And then stage.
Yep, which is...
So it moves 3 spaces towards the
1,
nearest
2,
objective.
3.
It would flip it if unable.
Actually, we can choose how to move him,
Each, yes.
So I'm going to move him there.
Each fighter gains a power when it can't flip an objective.
Hey.
And breaking the barrier, an event for each inactive objective, so that's 1. Each fighter must discard 1 power or 1 card from their hand. If all objectives are active, each Faragorz gains a random defense token. So this actually gets worse the more the boss has destroyed.
Yes.
I guess I'm just going to discard my power. I don't think I want to lose my cards.
Each inactive objective must discard 1 power or 1 card. I'll get rid of a card from my hand. Holy shit, these cards, I don't want them.
Yeah, you have so many cards.
So many.
Because you've drawn, what, +6 from fainting those?
And I've still only
Mars?
seen 2 weapons.
That's
I guess
brutal.
I just drew a third. It
Yeah.
sucks. I'm going to get rid of... Sorry.
No, you're good.
This one. Okay.
Okay.
That's it. Back to you.
Great.
Red phase. Draw an enemy. I bet it's fine. I bet you're running out of room there on the camera, my friend.
I am.
Rearrange. Here, let's just move the Fairgrove.
Cut. You know, it's fine. It's not an enemy.
Oh.
For once. Cut a swath. Tactic. If Kenshin is unengaged, he attacks each fighter, gaining +1 attack value. Otherwise, he deals each fighter engaged with him 4 punch damage.
I take 4 punch damage.
No. Oh, you are engaged with them.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, you do. Okay. Brutal. You didn't have any punch defense, huh?
Nope.
Well, I will still celebrate not
an
enemy not
worse,
appearing. Yeah. I'm wishing I'd just used my brass knuckles when I attacked this before, but I was not smart. So, let me see. I at least want to take out this Reika.
God, why can't I get more weapons? Yeah. How many weapons are in this deck? Not enough.
Oh, hey, I found some healing. It's been in my hand. I just haven't read the card from start to finish. But let's see. I think... Alright, I'm going to take some more damage, but it'll be fine. It will be fine. I am going to...
You should think about kiting them towards me.
Yeah, well, I'm going to kill at least one of them here. I'm guaranteed
you can kill the ranged one.
Yeah.
That's better.
Yep. Reika's going to attack here, too. Okay. Rough Roundhouse. It's a kick attack. I attack with 2 dice. My against the odds makes it 3. After this attack, I can suffer up to 3 direct damage. For each damage suffered, I deal 1 direct damage to an enemy engaged with you. So I'm going to attack the Tora, and I can take 2 direct damage to guarantee just 2 direct damage to the Reika. So,
but remember that it's the damage. Oh, direct damage, not general damage. So
yes, so that's unblockable. That's unblockable. Yeah, so guaranteed to kill Reika here. The question is just, I'm going to basically try to get as many of these kicks defenses off as possible. 3 hits. Okay, so that'll be 2 kicks off of Faragorz and 1 off of Tora.
Pretty good.
And then, yes, I will take 2 direct damage if you want to change me up to another 5. And
that was your card. You still have your...
My basic attack. Yeah.
Basic attack.
Yep.
Sick.
So 2 direct damage will kill Reika, so...
Thank God.
Reika's defeated or removed from the board, and I get loot, which is a flashbang. I can discard this card to discard 2 defense tokens of my choice from an enemy engaged with me. Shouldn't matter here against the Tora. I'm going to... I can move... How many spaces? 3 spaces?
If you can kite towards me, that would be very helpful, because then I can start giving you weapons.
I think ultimately I'm probably not going to... So yeah, my attack is going to have to be my ultimate, but I think I'm not going to probably take the damage to do the second... Well, we'll see. We'll see, I guess. So I'll grease the palms. I'll attack Tora.
Yep.
This is a grapple attack, so, well, Faragorz will block some of it, damn.
Yeah, but you get an extra dice.
I'm attacking for 4 thanks to attack the or against the odds, yeah, so 4 dice. Well, that's 4 hits, one of which is a crit, so 4, 5. That's 1 shy.
1? No.
Because
grapple.
2,
Yeah.
and then 3 damage on the Tora.
Oh, that sucks.
Damn, is there anything I... No. Yeah, and not even the flashbang could have saved that because those defense tokens were on the fairgoers, not the Tora itself. Yeah.
That's frustrating.
So after that attack, I can suffer 2 direct damage to move up to 3 spaces and attack again, but...
You could, like, guarantee the kill.
I'm not scared of the Tora's attack because it's just going to give me power. So I think I
me.
don't want to take that direct damage.
Oh,
so
I
I'm going to finish that attack. It's going to flip my card back.
Yep.
And then I'm just going to move towards you, and then the Tora is going to chase me down and hit me. But
Yeah.
I have all this defense, so I'm comfortable with that.
That's not you.
Oops, thank you. This is me. Moving to the same space. Okay.
And that's it for your actions, right? You've done your move, you've done your card, you've done your action.
Yeah.
Okay. So now it's react phase. So fairgoers get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Just 5.
Jesus
Random defense.
Christ.
It's 3 grapple and 1 of the others. And Tora's going to advance 3 spaces towards the nearest fighter and attack, so rolling 3 dice against me. Really just powering me up. I have so much defense. Kick. Wow, that is my least defended thing. I actually take 1 damage. That hurts. Wow, that was a terrible roll. And then Reika is going to discard a defense token to attack the fighter furthest from it, which is probably me. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Tie.
You, me?
Yes.
All right. You have a lot more. You have a lot more health. But...
yeah, but I'm about to get wailed on.
Okay, so she's attacking me for 4 dice.
Ooh.
2 more kicks. That's damage. 2 more damage, please.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and 2 punches hit my defenses. That hurts. That's my turn.
Christ.
This is going
badly.
Very, very badly.
It's not over. We got some stuff we can do.
Draw your enemy card.
Yes. Oh my god. I don't wanna.
This table's a mess on camera, but that's fine. That's this game.
Yes.
Another Ume. Okay, yellow Ume.
Getting stuck. And she gets 1 punch to start.
Mm-hmm. Gotta find some more punches.
No, I need to find some more gear.
I just mean I'm trying to find punches in the tokens
yes.
because there's so many of them have been distributed already. All right, massive AoE, I hope?
Maybe. Oh, that's cool. So who's taken damage? Ume has taken damage. God, but that's a bad one to do it with. I'm just trying to figure out if there's anyone I can actually, like, what I really want to do is get, like, a bunch of kick damage out. The Makabushi technically does that, but there's no, I'm looking to see if I have any way to actually...
Activate it?
There is. I have a card that'll do it, but it's my card action. So that would let me... God, that's not even that useful. Okay, that's not even that useful. God. So I could do the... how far away from me are you? Would you like weapons?
Sure. And it's possible that if you grant me an attack out of turn, I just kill the Tora with it. It's possible. Yeah. Not guaranteed.
Which I do.
It depends on what type of attack it is.
Yeah.
Kick would be the best for me too.
Yeah, unfortunately, the problem I'm having right now is the only weapon I have in hand. I've seen so few weapons. The only weapon I have in hand
I didn't draw a card for you.
is a Menriki, which is a grapple, which is one of the ones that is most defended against right now. So it's like, do I focus? Do I just do it and just just do all the grapple damage and it works out eventually, or do I?
How many? I have to be within 2 spaces. So you'd have to move off of the objective,
yes,
which is scary.
Although he won't. He'll activate.
Yeah, he'll move onto it and flip it.
Move onto it and flip it. So I need to tank it there anyway. So that's fine. Besides that, so I think I just do the focus down the grab on them. Focus down the grapple because having a second card out is really good. For me. So I'm going to play the Menriki as my card step. I'm going to actually
it won't remain in play.
So I'm going to use the 2 arms action is what I'm actually right. So I'm gonna play. Sorry.
You're good.
I see. Okay. So I'm going to do the Yeah, that's the right play. Play Master of All Weapons, which also gets me a tactic on the table for if we have the crowd control come back out, which was super clutch.
Third copy of Master of All Weapons.
Yes.
Okay, I like it.
Then I'm going to do 2 arms. I'm going to draw a card. Hey!
Oh, a new weapon.
New weapon. The Kenjutsu. Oh, that's sick. It's punch, which is obviously super well defended, but that's getting rid of punches on the Umes is good.
Yep.
And it targets 2 enemies. So I've drawn my card. I'm going to gain control of a weapon. Resolve the effect of a weapon card they control as if they had just played it. So I guess the question is, do I do the Kenjutsu to target 2 of them? Or the Makabishi, which is kick, which they have no defense against? I think it's Makabishi.
Oh.
Right?
So you'd be just targeting the red one.
Right.
So you'd have to do 4 damage to it? Are you going to? Master of Arms, or Master of All Weapons gives you +1, but it's general damage.
Which isn't super useful.
Yeah.
So you know what? The Kenjutsu, that's actually +2. So if my goal here is get rid of tokens, it's easily the Kenjutsu.
Because you're attacking 2 enemies.
Exactly. So I'm going to focus on the Umes, not the boss, I think.
Okay.
We just want to get rid of enemies, because part of the problem is the fair goers are getting so many tokens each turn.
Yeah.
Talked it through.
Okay.
So that was my 2 arms. So my card action was, or card step was I played Master of All Weapons. My move, I'm not moving. My action step is I played and equipped, and I get to play it as though, I get to use it as though I played it for an event. So attack with 2 red dice, targeting 2 enemies within 2 spaces of me. Red Ume, green Ume.
So I think you roll separately. So
is it roll separately?
I think so.
Okay. So red Ume first.
I
was going to assume because it doesn't matter, right?
I'm surprised how poorly these not that complicated rules are sticking in my memory here. Let's see, on an attack, moving.
My interpretation would have been
multi-target attack.
You just get the same dice roll for both of them.
Let's see. Some attacks target multiple targets. Each single attack uses a single roll that attacks all targets. Okay. So, that is worse for you because you don't get to roll as extra defense.
Yeah,
but that also makes more sense.
Yes. Yeah. 1 damage.
Okay.
So I do 1 punch for each target.
Yeah. So
then I do 1 general for each target.
Yeah. Okay.
Then I get 1 defense of type punch. Please punch me.
You're punched.
Thank you. Which is not. I do want that defense. Okay. Great. Then, I still have my move. I'm just trying to think if it's worth. No, it's not. I need to just tank this damage. Turkey platter. I don't think I'm going to take 11 damage this turn, so I'll just save turkey platter.
Okay.
And that is all I have. I guess. Oh, I can use this exhaust, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's gain 1 random defense token for each weapon I control. So 2 random defense tokens is good. Cocked.
Kick and grapple.
Whatever.
There you go. You have 1 of each now. You're invincible.
Yeah. And that's my turn.
Okay.
Now, react phase.
How many enemies are in play? 6?
3, 4, 5. God, that's too many, man.
Yeah. Yeah, that's insane. 4 kicks.
And then 1 of the others.
Light on punches.
It just doesn't matter, man. It sucks no matter what.
Yeah, but yeah, it does.
We're not in a great spot here. But
no, I'm not feeling great.
Yeah, I think... okay, great. Then, Ume gains a punch defense token and attacks me. Can you give me a punch?
Mm-hmm.
Got it. So she...
over there?
Well, actually,
you're going to need 1 for each.
2 more, yeah.
There you go.
So she does...
Oh, this is going to hurt so much.
1 attack value. So she rolls 2... She rolls 6.
Oh, no. And the best case scenario is you defend 3 of them.
And I think statistically, yeah, I defend 3 of them.
Yep.
Which also
you power up.
Powers me up. So that's these 3, and then I take 3 more damage.
Okay, here, I'll grab these if you wanted to get the damage.
Thank you. So I get 3 more damage. I'm at 10. Not
Yikes.
Great. But I power up. Each fighter may gain control of 1 weapon card from my discard pile in my hand. That's really good, actually.
Ooh, each fighter?
Each fighter.
And no distance.
Then attack.
Wow, okay.
That's sick.
Yeah.
That's going to be very useful.
Yep,
if I survive. Ume 2 moves in. So I'm going to move her to here to try to set me up for some area of effect bullshit I can do. So she attacks. I already added her, so now she's rolling 4.
Kick. It didn't matter. 4 damage.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh no.
Yeah, 1, 2.
How much is the... Oh, the
4.
boss only attacks for 2, which is good at least.
Yes.
Oh, but it deals +1. Okay, so it attacks for 3.
I'm popping this turkey platter right now because I need to.
Yep, sounds good.
And then the last one also attacks 4. It's just 4 damage, getting me to 15. So without that turkey platter, I would be dead when the boss activates.
Yeah. Oh.
Not good.
We got 15. No, the boss is already... Like, the boss does 3 because it rolls 2 dice and does +1 damage.
Shit.
I think
that's it. I think that's game. Yeah.
Wow.
Wow. That went badly very quickly.
Welcome to Streetmasters. I actually find this game not ridiculously difficult. Like, I feel like I have like a 2/3 win rate. So this was just a real
I think I'll say
one.
the thing I was experiencing was I did not get nearly enough weapon cards to get all of the combo weapon cards. I also think we made one tremendous tactical error very early.
Splitting up?
Splitting up.
Yeah.
I think we needed to stay within 2 spaces of me, so I could be tossing you weapons, I could be tossing me weapons.
I mean, not that you had enough weapons to do a lot of tossing, but...
Yeah, so this deck is... I mean, there are
you
a bunch of
weapons left in your deck? Yeah.
No, not even that many, though.
I think it's like 3 copies of each of 3. Like
yeah,
9 total.
that's right.
Yeah.
And the main thing is the weapons are 1 of each type. Yeah. No, it's 2. No, 3. Yeah. So I just had bad luck with the weapon draw. I kept getting the same weapon multiple times, which also is a bad combo.
Well, it's a game with a lot of cards and a lot of dice.
Yeah,
so there's plenty of luck in this game.
That said, I enjoyed that very much. I like a difficult game. I felt like obviously we were sort of figuring out the strategy for this particular scenario very rapidly. We had to think on our feet.
Yeah.
And I think we made several tactical errors early on.
Yeah.
That if we figured it out sooner, all of us just chasing down the boss and letting everyone run to us would have felt a little bit better.
Potentially.
I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because part of the problem was there were a lot of things scaling up as objectives got completed. There were a lot of things scaling up as
they were scaling up as enemies appeared, which is what makes killing the enemies feel
that's true.
important.
The fairgoers getting 1 defense per enemy is nuts.
It is so strong.
Because you have to basically figure out a way to kill at least an enemy per turn to keep that from getting completely out of control.
Well, the thing that we never took advantage of is remember that if you stand in the booth, the spaces with the booth icon, you can roll a die for each power you have and discard a defense token from Fairgoers for each of those. So,
yeah. But that's an action, right?
No, it's not.
Oh,
it's just once during your turn.
Yeah.
But in your case, like we felt like it was important for you to stand on the objective, and that's a different space. So,
I mean, probably, you know what I'm realizing is I stood on that objective for a few turns before the boss could get to it, so I probably should have just been standing and doing the rolls to see what happened. As opposed to preparing for the future turn.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you were there a little early.
Although I think it was only like 1 turn early. I don't think it was even for that long.
Yeah, this is a tough one. Like, as far as stages go, not a very complicated one.
No.
There are some stages that are real. There's a lot going on.
Oh, yeah?
There's like there's a nightclub one where there's a slot where you put a defense token that represents like one of the 3 like tempos of music that DJ is playing that affects a lot of like enemy behavior and stuff. Great. It's like, there's a huge amount of content, and this is why I love this game. It's also why I like Sentinels of the Multiverse, although this doesn't have the same level of like admin and constantly tracking effects and stuff that is a turnoff for me on that.
Yeah.
But I love that the next time we played, the only common components would be like the dice and the loot deck.
Yeah,
everything else would be different. Same game system, but completely different setup and scenario.
Well, and I will say too, this one really felt like what it was, which was there's a crowd of people in this fucking festival.
In our way,
and I cannot get them to stop.
Right. Right. And then the boss he cuts his way through them and
he doesn't care about that. Yeah, right, exactly. I mean, he wasn't actually doing that much damage. The thing that really was screwing me too was 3 umes on me, 4 because I killed 1.
Yeah.
I got 4 umes, which is a lot of very focused token placement that I wasn't able to counter as regularly. But I think you're right. I think the instinct is I should have been trying to get... God, I just didn't have many ways to get defense, which was the other thing.
Right.
You had so much defense.
Yes, I like this character. This is I really like in games. I like that like self-damage or just like kind of like and kind of like taking risks. Like I like a risky playstyle. So I liked this character a lot. I'll have to play more of him.
It was cool how much draw I had, but I had all of these cards that I was like, the play speed was not keeping up with how many cards I had in hand, and it was making it a little bit hard for me to figure out what the right play was. But again, cool and interesting. I did pick. I said I can handle a complicated character.
You did, yeah.
And it was a complicated character.
Yeah, and it would have gone significant. I don't know if we would have won if the weapons had come up in a more, I don't know, evenly distributed
if I had
order.
a weapon on turn one, it would have made
better.
a big difference. That was the main thing. Is I felt like it took me, I think, 3 turns to get a weapon out, and that felt painful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a very cool game.
I like it.
We'll have to play it again.
We will.
Maybe we'll do another video sometime and win that one.
Yeah,
maybe.
just do a different scenario, and we'll have no idea what we're doing, which is really exciting. I like just being like, all the knowledge we learned last game, no more fair.
I mean, you can play this game, like, I don't own all the content for this game, but I own a lot of it, and I have something like 20 stages.
Oh my god.
And every stage has a completely unique deck, and so unless you decide to sit down and read every card before you play, you can play this a lot while being in that space where it's like, I have literally no idea what can happen, which I like that experience.
To me,
too.
this is the feeling of you're getting to a new level in Double Dragon, and you're like, oh, god damn it, I did not know what to do on this level.
And that's funny, actually, because then you could learn the levels and approach them with more knowledge and probably do better, and that actually is also like a video game, right?
Indeed.
Once you die a few times, you start knowing the levels. Yeah.
I love it.
Very cool. Well, thank you for the game.
Thank you. Sorry we got just trashed. Just really wrecked.
Yeah. Sorry to the viewers that we got so
I'm not sorry. I think they like seeing us lose. I think it's kind of fun.
They probably do.
Yeah. It's, they don't want to see us.
It wasn't the cleanest play either, but it was your first play and my first one in a little while. So we'll get back. We'll be experts that time.
Yeah. I love that approach.
Yeah. Yeah. And we will both win and not have to look up 2 or 3 things. That'll be the plan.
Yeah. Great. Yeah. Thank you. Nailed it.
All right. Well, thank you for watching. Once more, likes and subscribes are hugely helpful and the only way to support us, boost us in that algorithm. We really appreciate it. And we've got Arcs has been our big video lately. I'm trying to do a little more solo gaming in fact, probably not on video because I think that this is probably better on streetmasters, probably better on video multiplayer, but I've been wanting to play it some more solo because I've tried it solo once and it's shockingly well-rounded experience.
Yeah, I totally buy it. And it's so much is automated, and also the enemy turns are pretty punchy.
Yes.
Like they're quick.
Yes.
You don't have a lot happening that you need to stress about.
And then they have kind of, each character has sort of a campaign. It's like a little story deck, or a lot of the characters do. I'm not sure every expansion's characters had them, but in multiplayer, that means you're sort of deciding among you whose story to progress at any given time, and that feels like a lot.
Yeah.
You'd have to play this game a lot to get through multiple people's stories, so I think solo is the way to do that.
Yes.
So I kind of want to play that.
I love it.
So anyway, sorry, that was a tangent. What I was trying to say is we have all sorts of playthroughs on the channel.
You can watch them. They're great.
Yeah, please do. And we'll be back with more of them, even past what we already have. And until then, be optimal.